At 61, Cecil Fielder is finally speaking out about the shocking allegations that nearly destroyed his life. Gambling debts, family rifts, and accusations about taking his own son's money painted him as baseball's cautionary tale. But today, he's here to tell his side of the story. How does one of the most feared sluggers in baseball history find peace after decades of turmoil? Cecil Big Daddy Fielder wasn't always the home run king we remember. In the mid-1980s, he was stuck in Toronto, fighting for playing time behind stars like Fred McGriff and Willie Upshaw. 4 years of backup duty left him frustrated and hungry for a real chance. In 1989, Fielder made a bold move that shocked the baseball world. He took his talents to Japan, signing with the Hanshin Tigers for over $1 million. Critics called it the Japan Gamble. At 25, he was betting his entire career on an unknown league halfway around the world. The gamble paid off big time. Fielder crushed 38 home runs in just 106 games. He showed the world what he could do when given the chance to play every day. His explosive power made MLB scouts take notice. The Detroit Tigers saw gold and acted fast. On January 15, 1990, they signed Fielder to a 2-year, $3 million contract. Some general managers called it an overpayment for an unproven player. They couldn't have been more wrong. Fielder's first season in Detroit was pure magic. He launched 51 home runs and drove in 132 runs, leading all of Major League Baseball. Only 10 players in history had hit 50 home runs before him. He earned a Silver Slugger award and finished third in MVP voting. But this was just the beginning of his reign. For 3 straight seasons, Fielder led the American League in RBIs. Only 2 players in AL history had done this before him, Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth. He was in legendary company. His numbers from 1990 to 1992 tell the story of pure dominance. In 1990, he hit 51 homers with 132 RBIs and a .592 slugging percentage. The next year brought 44 home runs and 133 RBIs. Even his down 1992 season produced 35 homers and 124 RBIs. The Tigers recognized his value with record-breaking contracts. In 1992, he signed a 1-year deal for $4.5 million. It was the highest salary ever for an arbitration-eligible player. A year later, new owner Mike Ilitch opened his checkbook wide. Fielder signed a 5-year, $36 million contract, making him the second highest-paid player in baseball, behind only Barry Bonds. His career earnings totaled $47 million. To fans, Cecil Fielder had it all: fame, fortune, and a swing that could change games with one swing. But behind the scenes, a different story was unfolding. The seeds of Fielder's downfall were planted years before anyone knew. His gambling problems reportedly started back in college at UNLV. Casino managers would call his coach, worried about their big first baseman, who seemed to have developed a serious gambling habit. The full extent of his problem exploded into public view in 1999, his final year in baseball. At Trump Plaza in Atlantic City, Fielder went on a gambling binge that lasted 40 hours straight. Court documents reveal the shocking details of those 2 days. He applied for credit, claiming a $5 million salary and a $100,000 credit line at another casino. Trump Plaza initially gave him $25,000 in credit. He lost it all in a day and a half. They extended another $25,000, gone in just over 2 hours. A third extension of $27,500 lasted less than 20 minutes. By the time the binge ended, Fielder owed the casino $580,000. When he tried to pay with personal checks and bank drafts totaling $430,000, they all bounced. The casino sued and won. With interest and legal fees, his final bill hit $563,359. Trump Plaza was just one piece of a much larger financial disaster. A 2004 Detroit News investigation revealed the full scope of his debts. Court documents showed an avalanche of lawsuits and liens worth millions of dollars. Union Bank held a $716,000 warehouse mortgage and a $300,000 loan. GHF LLC was owed $660,000. A failed business deal with Wisconsin Trailer Business cost him $387,744. Colonial Bank wanted $300,000. Paris Las Vegas Casino was owed another $300,000 in gambling debts. Credit card companies sought $150,000. The biggest blow was losing his family's dream home. Standard Federal Bank held a $1 million mortgage on their 50-room Florida mansion. Comerica Bank had another $1,065,164 in back taxes and a second mortgage. When the foreclosure hit, the $3.7 million mansion was gone. A realtor who sold them the house said it perfectly. Gambling caused Cecil Fielder's empire to collapse. It's like a cancer that ate away his wealth. The financial ruin tore his family apart. His marriage to Stacy, his wife since 1983, crumbled under the pressure. Court filings revealed a bitter divorce filled with mutual accusations. Stacy claimed she never saw any of this coming and blamed Cecil's avalanche of misconduct. Cecil fired back with his own accusations of angry outbursts. The most painful casualty was his relationship with his son Prince. Their bond was once baseball's feel-good story. Father teaching son, both destined for home run glory. But money destroyed everything. When Prince was drafted by Milwaukee in 2002, he received a $2.4 million signing bonus. Cecil had served as his agent and took his cut. But Prince accused his father of taking $200,000 without permission. The dispute was the final straw in an already strained relationship. Prince sided with his mother in the divorce. In 2004, he delivered words that cut deeper than any fastball. "My father is dead to me." The public couldn't believe it. The same gambling addiction that destroyed millions of dollars had now destroyed the most important relationship in Cecil's life. Media attention made everything worse. Stories about his debts, foreclosure, and family feud painted him as a cautionary tale. Fielder fought back, filing a $25 million libel suit against the Detroit News and its parent company, Gannett. The lawsuit failed completely. Courts ruled that as a public figure, Fielder needed to prove actual malice. He couldn't meet this burden. Worse yet, statements like "gambling caused Cecil Fielder's empire to collapse" were deemed opinions, not actionable facts. His baseball career was over. His fortune was gone. His family was broken. Rock bottom seemed permanent. Fielder tried to rebuild in baseball's lower levels. He managed the Charlotte County Redfish in 2007, then took over the Atlantic City Surf in 2008. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. He was back in Atlantic City, scene of his most famous gambling disaster. Throughout it all, Fielder maintained he didn't have a gambling problem. Despite overwhelming evidence, court documents, and public reporting, he stuck to his denial. This defiance showed the complex nature of addiction, where personal perception clashes with undeniable reality. But the darkest chapter wasn't the end of Cecil Fielder's story. Time has a way of healing even the deepest wounds. Years after their public feud, father and son began the slow process of reconciliation. In 2012, Fielder revealed in an interview that he and Prince had started speaking again. Their relationship was improving, step by careful step. The healing didn't happen overnight. Both men had to walk a long, difficult road. They had to look past the money, the allegations, and the bitter words. They had to remember they were family first. Today, their shared legacy stands as something beautiful. Cecil and Prince Fielder remain the only father-son duo in baseball history to each hit 50 home runs in a single season. What once seemed like a monument to broken dreams has become a symbol of redemption. Their story shows that even the most damaged relationships can heal. Even when millions of dollars and years of pain stand between two people, love can find a way back. Cecil Fielder's life teaches us that success and failure often walk hand in hand. His $47 million career couldn't protect him from his personal demons. His Hall of Fame-worthy numbers couldn't save his marriage or his relationship with his son. But it also shows that redemption is always possible. The same man who lost everything to gambling found something more valuable in the end: peace with the people who matter most. For Cecil Fielder, the home runs may have made him a legend, but the real victory was finding his way back to his family. Sometimes the greatest comeback happens not on the field, but in the heart. What do you think? Can public figures truly rebuild their legacies after such public failures? Share your thoughts in the comments below.